Thanks to everyone who have subscribed. If you have not, please do. And thanks for coming out here. I really appreciate you. Hear what Obaseki said about Iyamu this morning as Edo election draw fast approaching. Yes, so guys, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time we're reaching you today. Thank you so much for being there. We really, truly appreciate you. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up and to subscribe if this is your first time. Obaseki has said some wonderful things about Iyamu. I want to hear those things that Obaseki has said about Iyamu. You see, in this whole triangle, Obaseki, Iyamu, Oshomole, Oshomole has vowed that he's going to use the person Obaseki least expect to become the governor. Remember what he said about Iyamu. Iyamu is a thief, he's unruly, he doesn't have manners, he cannot even talk to students, to behave themselves. So those very things he said about Iyamu, well, he's saying that he's going back to tell the people now, and he wants to surprise Oshomole, Obaseki, that he's got Edo State, and whatever he tells them, they hear. Whatever he tells them, they follow and they obey. Well, guys, let's get into the news and hear what Obaseki has got to say about Iyamu this morning as the election approaches. The governorship aspirant of the People Democratic Party, PDP, and the current governor of Edo State, Governor Gordon Obaseki, has accused the candidate of the All Progressive Congress, Pastor Sage Iyamu, of lacking leadership skills. He made it known that when the APC governorship candidate was still in office, all the investment that came into Edo State all went bankrupt. Obaseki said if Pastor Sage Iyamu is confident about himself, he should step out boldly and showed him the investment they received while he was in office that is still running till date presently. Obaseki said that search for documents to show that proper things were done with investors, but they could not find any. The governor made this known after the opposition party pointed an accusing finger at him that is running MOUs with private sector in Edo State. He said, no one can engage private investors without having a good understanding with them. All the investment that came into Edo State when my opponent, Pastor Sage Iyamu, was in government went bankrupt. I challenge him to show us one of those investments that is still on up to date. We found no file to show that proper things were done. There is nothing that was done with the private sector that we can see. There is nothing to show. It is laughable and hilarious to talk about government being run through MOUs. You can't go into engagement with private investors without having an understanding with them. You have projects to show that this is what you have done. Today, for our MOUs such as Oshomo, IPP, Edo Modern Refinery, they are there for everyone to see. Iyamu should prove to the people, just showing them one of such things that he has done in office that the people can refer to or that Nigerians can point to that he has done. There is no such record anywhere. So I challenge him again to tell the people of Edo State what he has done with those investments while he was in office. Is that a person that wants to govern Edo State? Edo, be wise. This man has nothing to offer you. There is nothing whatsoever that he has to offer you. Wake up. Well, my people, that's Governor Gordon Obaseki talking about Iyamu, that Iyamu has nothing to offer. Remember, Iyamu served in the administration of Lucky Benedio for 8 years in Edo State. He said when they came into office and the search, they went round, they saw that nothing that they said they did was in books at all in Edo State. There was nothing to refer to, nothing to show that they did this or that or that or that at all. Nothing whatsoever. He said so. Iyamu is not a good manager, has nothing to show for it, and he should be careful. He should be very careful because there is nothing to show. There is no legacy he left in office while he was in office. There is nothing to show that he did while he was in office. There are even no documents. The private investment, they said they engaged, investors they engaged while they were in office. There is nothing to show for it. And he encouraged the Edo people to be wise. They encourage, they're accusing Governor Obaseki of using the private sector, you know. Governor Obaseki said there is, if we're using the private sector, it is because we have tested them, we have trusted them, and we are sure. You see, so this is what is happening. This is what is going on right now in Edo State where, there is APC says PDP is bad, PDP says APC is bad. But the truth of the matter is the people of Edo State are to really ascertain and decide if APC is good, if PDP is good, and they are the ones to vote for the candidate of their choice. The candidate of your choice, is a person you think and you feel has the potential and the capacity to move Edo State forward. The candidate of your choice is the man or woman you feel or you think have the potential of moving Edo State forward. You cannot stay on the sideline and feel that you are just speaking without wisdom. This is unheard of. This is uncalled for, and this is unacceptable. So my people, this is what is going on right now. This is what is happening. This is what it is. Governor Obaseki says Iyamu is not a good leader. There is no management skill in him. He haven't got a management bone at all in him. And such, the people of Edo State should not trust him with such great capacity as leadership, of Edo State. He said, you cannot, somebody that has not, that was in office, and even during his time, those things he said he did, there is nothing to show for it. There is no need to try again to put that kind of person in office because he will not manage. There will be no management of the state. Things will not be done decently and in order. There will be nothing to show. Even if the person remains in office for another 10 years, there will be nothing to show because why? He's got no management bone in him. So the people of Edo State have the potential, have the capacity to see beyond what is being described. Governor Obaseki has been accused of using MOUs, the private sector, to do one or two things. If you listen to our previous news, Oshomole said Obaseki betrayed him. One of the things he said Obaseki is using private investors for and consultants for teaching children in Edo State. He said he can't believe that Obaseki has gotten himself into that. So there's a lot of things going on in Edo State. There is a lot of finger pointing game. There is a lot of issues going on. He accused Obaseki of not bringing in more new teachers into Edo State. He accused him of not allowing Edo State to move forward. So there's a lot of things going on. I would like to hear your thought on this matter. I would like to hear what you think. Leave us a comment. Don't forget to like us, share, subscribe. Click on the notification button so you can get all our latest news. God bless you. Have a good day. From us, it's bye for now. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up and to subscribe if this is your first time. Bye.